Hey guys, what's up? It's Looney TNT. So, let me do a little heal for you guys. Bam. Check it out. Let's talk about the World First Race. It's been crazy. It's been insane. There has been some stuff that has never happened ever in the World First Race. And I find it crazy. But before we start, if you guys can hit that subscribe button, it helps me out a lot. Gets me those subscribers, getting closer to all my goals and my dreams. Get me closer to that Lamborghini that will never happen. All that other fun stuff, right? And all you got to do is just hit that subscribe button. But let's talk about it. The World First Race, Mythic difficulty. Mythic has been out since Tuesday. And guess how many Mythic bosses have been killed? 0. That has never happened before. It has never happened that the first Mythic boss has been... The very first boss in Mythic has been alive longer than the first day. It is crazy. So what that means is this place, after the World First Race is completed, is going to be demolished by nerfs. So the World First, people in the World First Race that are going for a full clear, they're battling for that first clear in the world. Most of those top guilds have not pulled the mythic bosses. The reason for that is they're doing all their split runs right now. They're doing everything right now. They're getting all their gear. Usually they always do this, but it's never this early and it's never to this extent. Right now that's all they're doing. Most of the time they've already pulled. Right when it comes out, they're in Mythic. They're doing their thing. They're getting those. They're getting Mythic gear, versus all their split runs. Now we do have a little difference here. We do have tier gear, so tier gear is definitely a thing. They're trying to get their 4 sets and things like that, but a lot of the other guilds, the top 100 guilds in the world, they did try to pull the boss, and it did not happen. I'm just giving you guys information from what I've seen visually, what I've been hearing. So obviously I'm not in any of the organizations that are trying this, so I don't have any of the extra little information that's going on. Obviously, I'm just trying to give you guys as much information that I've gathered from watching the guys who are streaming, from hearing what they're saying. This is all that information. So if any of it is a little bit incorrect, I apologize. But we're just, we're out there just kind of having some fun and trying to enjoy the World First Race. Even though the World First Race hasn't even really started, we're still trying to enjoy it. But let's talk about Heroic. Most guilds are 10 out of 11. They're choosing... A lot of them aren't... It's not necessarily that they're not just killing the last boss. A lot of them are choosing not to kill the last boss because the gear that comes off the last boss is just not great for a lot of classes. So they're not really trying for that as much. Liquid, formerly known as Limit, I believe has only pulled the last boss in Heroic 19 times. So obviously that's not very many times. They're still just doing all their splits. They're just not wasting their time. So it's pretty crazy that the tuning has been like this for the Mythic difficulty. If any of you guys have done the raid yet, you'll notice that this raid is pretty difficult. And I know there's going to be those guys. It's not difficult for me. I'm this, I'm that, I've done this, I've done that. I'm just talking about for everybody right now. Normal's pretty difficult. There's a lot of mechanics and a lot of these bosses. And what I was finding a hard time. So I tried the first boss, Pug Life. I tried the first boss last night, and the mechanics didn't seem super difficult, but visually it was not the easiest thing to see when everything was coming. And this is coming from someone who's getting a little bit older. You know, maybe I should start getting some glasses. Who knows, right? But the yellow on yellow and white and all the brightness, it doesn't give me a lot of visuals to know when things are coming. It almost requires weak auras. It almost requires DBM. And I don't use weak auras, and I know that's just a disadvantage. I just don't want to use I don't want to use it. And I do have it, but I don't use it when I'm raiding. So, and I know I probably should, but it's just something that, you know, I don't want to do. But the first boss was beatable for sure, 100%. But as a normal boss, I don't think it was tuned very well. And let me talk about Raid Finder. Raid Finder came out. Raid Finder is always a fun thing to do because you get to see the fights that you haven't done maybe, and you just get to go in there, smash it, you know, get some confidence, feel good about yourself. Not this time. So Raid Finder has 4 bosses currently, and the last boss in Raid Finder is pretty difficult for a lot of Raid Finder raiders. We killed it with the 4 buff, and it's not a very hard fight mechanically, but there are just some of the things that these guys do are just so punishing. The first boss in Raid Finder has one-shot mechanics. In Raid Finder, I don't understand that. You know, this video is about the world first race. I don't want to get into, you know, a lot of my feelings about it. So let's get off that topic. But the world first race is going to. It looks like it's going to be a long race. I'm not sure how long it's going to be. Maybe they get in there after they get their gear and they just start smashing things. You know. We'll see what happens, but this has been the first time this has ever happened. The world first race has been extremely boring. I feel bad for the guilds because this is usually an opportunity for them to show their guild off, to show how good they are as players, and right now they're stuck doing splits after split and not even stepping in to mythic difficulty. So that's kind of sad to see. Shadowlands is ending Shadowlands is ending the way it's been. Just bad. So that's the way it is. Maybe I'll make a video about that later on, but hopefully we get some mythic content soon. We'll be able to watch it. So I hope the world first race guys, you know, I'm not even sure. I get depressed just talking about it. All right, guys. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. I'll talk with you guys again soon.